Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Matkas, and today is our Wednesday box opening.
All right, so if you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in central Washington State. We've been here for 26 years. We have, massive amounts of fabric, 5,000 square foot building. And it's a brick and mortar store, but we also have a online website, fabricpatch.net. We have a retreat center. We do the YouTube videos. I think our most popular are the Wednesday night box openings and the Sunday afternoon box openings, but we also have lots of tutorials and classes and quilt alongs and block of the month and even a book club.
Yeah.
We're always doing
There's a
something.
whole bunch on there. Go check it out.
Lots of stuff. And behind us is Tracy. Tracy Cole is our shipping manager, and it's always really nice because everybody on all of their orders always says, "Hi, Tracy."
You're so nice.
Thank you, Tracy. So Tracy is fantastic. What happens when you place an order online, we print them off in the morning, and Tracy has them at our local post office by 3 p.m. So they go right out. She's very, very good. She's also the one that if you email info@fabricpatch.net, Tracy's who you're talking to, or she forwards it and tells us, did you check your email? Yeah. So she's very, very good about answering questions about different things. But anyway, I think that's it. Is that enough of a introduction? We've had people that keep saying, "Oh, I just found you," and now what are you?
Yeah.
Who's Pa? Pa is her father, my husband, and I don't know why we call him Pa. He's always called him Pa, and
if you saw Mom, Pa Kettle,
it would be us.
them. For sure.
But they're nothing like Mom.
But
No, I mean.
Well, I am kind of grumpy like Ma Kettle.
Yeah. But Pa Kettle.
Pa's taller than that, though. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I keep forgetting, you guys haven't noticed.
I did. You're shrug.
Okay, but you know what's funny? This was that, when we were talking the other day, that poncho from Walmart. This was it.
Really?
This is not a poncho. But this was that poncho.
What are they calling it? Like
they called it a poncho.
Oh my gosh, at QuiltCon, we did not get a picture of it because the woman was at
I
lunch.
irritated her.
But she had a quilted, a 20s quilted, cut up into a poncho.
It was a poncho.
It was so cool.
I was so excited to see it. I walked up to her and said, oh my gosh. And she's like, has her lunch. And I says, oh, I'm sorry, I'll find you later. Because it was kind of hard because sometimes I was just taking pictures of people and then you thought, well, that's kind of stalkerish.
I told her it was stalkerish.
You don't want to, I should just say, hello, can I take a picture of you? And
I feel like you dressed to impress. So if you went to QuiltCon wearing your garments,
you knew
you
people
want
were
to have people see it.
Yeah, there was one gal, I'm sure.
Because I don't know if they wear all of those all the time to Walmart. Because sometimes you want to be in and out and don't talk to me. I get that. But at QuiltCon, with your quilted goodness, you want to like, oh yeah, like it.
You came to show that off.
Right. I mean,
yeah, I agree with that, but I still didn't want to be weird about it. But we did put up, I think it was on Tuesday, the fashion stuff. And there was a gal there near the end, I think, that I when I was sending the pictures, it was near the end, the gal with the jean pants. She actually cut up, she said 4 pairs of jeans, cut it into strips, and made her own fabric, log cabin denim.
Oh, I see.
And then she cut that out into her pants. And so we stopped her, took a picture, and talked to her for a minute. And then she made it 4 steps.
Yeah.
She got stopped again, made it like 4
cool.
steps, and it's like, oh, she's never gonna see the show. I hope she's here for more than a day. But yeah, but that happened with a lot of people. But anyway, I'm sorry I did not get a poncho picture for you.
And some of the people had a muslin. They found the jacket they liked or whatever, made a muslin, and then used that as a foundation piece. And then each panel had its own quilting piece on it. A lot of people, though, took a quilt that's been sitting in their closets, no longer part of their decor, whatever it might be, actually cut up a fully pieced, quilted, and bound quilt into their jacket. And that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just...
We're both going to make something.
I think it's so cool.
We have a video coming to you soon. We have already ordered some clothing patterns that we we were questioning everybody. What'd you use? How'd you
Almost
do it?
everybody used a pattern from Grain Line.
Yeah,
So
they liked those, so we ordered a bunch of those. And anyway,
So if you thought you needed one, a lot of them were just whacked up a quilt that they had that's been sitting and needed to be repurposed. And then some of them did personally either do appliques onto sweatshirts or made their piece and, foundation piece.
and some of you, so apparently there's a whole big controversy about cutting up these old quilts. And there was a whole lecture about that. And I have to say that I agree with that lecturer that it gives them new life. We have a lot of those old quilts that we don't use anymore. They're a little bit threadbare maybe, and they're hanging up, something that we've rescued from an estate sale or from an antique store, and they're just sitting there. And then when we're gone, we may or may not have children that know what to do with them. So if you're going to put it into a garment that you're going to wear to special occasions, usefulness is usefulness.
And I have to say, there is a new, if you've seen any of the fashion runways, if you've seen any fashion magazines, quilted garments are quite
a big thing right now.
And even young people, Amy was texting her son's girlfriend who's like 19, 20. And she thought the quilted jackets and everything was super cool. So I think it is a thing that's trending right now, and it is trendy. So if you do have something that you love, and maybe it's something like, oh, Grandma, don't make me another quilt. Do not do it. Make them one, but chop it up.
Chop it up.
Let them wear it.
Yeah, so we're working on that. So.
She was cutting a box back there. She wasn't
It sounded pretty nasty. That's how it was.
I didn't.
There's no porta potty back there. She's just cutting the sass.
Yeah. All right, we've got a couple things in here.
Yeah.
It's fun. So 2 little Notion pattern boxes. Yeah. How fun to see these. Let's open mine first. So if you saw, let's see, day 2 of our tour through QuiltCon, we talked with Donna Robertson. And oh my gosh.
She's a lovely lady.
Lovely. Super, super nice. And so we did a little tour through her booth, her and her daughter's booth. And she shared with us that she now has some panel 3-yard quilts. And so it's still 2 yards of 2 things that go with the panel, or if you want it to be a focus fabric, it can still be a 3-yard.
Yeah.
And so we did kind of a little tour through her booth. So you've probably seen these. And now here they are. So this one is called Ribbons and Bows.
So again, it takes one big large panel and then 2 1-yard cuts to make something really cool in the border. All of her panels though, and patterns are written that if you do not have a panel, it's another yard of fabric.
Right.
So even like this one, vintage, this one was super cool. This one was the one that was made out of the bees that we saw on the video. Again, 1 panel and 2 extra 1-yard cuts, or 3 1-yard cuts and fussy cut. So
Yeah.
super clever.
This one is called Marquee. And so this one, look at that. If you've got like some big blocks that you want to use, and then there's a kind of a little sashing around it, and then a really cool border on the top and the bottom. Kind of cool.
This one's awesome. Gatsby. This one's really cool. I really like this one. I think it's really interesting. I mean, you can even see like with this one, this is the one we saw at the show. I think the way you arrange your colors, it can make an almost secondary design through it. And again, really good if you want to do a t-shirt quilt. I mean, just, again, using that panel block with a little bit of color. You could easily, someone's going to tell you, purple and black, Grandma, that's my colors. That's what I like. Purple, black, and some t-shirts, purple, black, and something that makes you think of them. I think it's great.
And this one, Streetcar. And so again, you can see it might be something that has some blocks, or again, it might just be a focus fabric and you really want to see larger blocks of that, which is kind of cool. Just 3 1-yard pieces. Awesome.
And then there was a book in that one that says, For the Love of Pre-Cuts. There are 13 different quilts in here. There's a good little
fun.
picture of them. So you can see there's also a log cabin. A design of log cabin. They do a little sashing piece in there, but super pretty. Woo. So again,
we talked about
going to
log
be
cabins
10-inch
this
squares,
morning.
5-inch squares, and 2.5-inch strips. Whether that is you're cutting up your stash at home into those pre-cut sizes, or you are using up your pre-cut stash, or maybe you need some retail therapy and you're going to go pick out one. Good luck, but pick out one.
All right.
All right.
This one.
In my Notion box was a few things. Oh, so this one is a cut loose press pattern. So it's a little like $4 pattern. This is the Raspberry Star. It uses the cat's cradle rulers. It uses the small one and the large one. I have one made. I'll maybe see if Anna can put a picture in here for you. That it uses both rulers because it makes the largest unit that the extra large ruler can use and the smallest unit that the small ruler can use. So it's really good. Really nice, simple pattern.
And the cat's cradle is the block that we're making during the women's retreat.
Yes.
Because it's super simple, quick little demo of how to do it. And the number of quilts that you can make using the quilt's cradle block is pretty phenomenal. And this is the cat's cradle block, is this one right here. It's that little, there's a little square in the corner of it, and then it has that triangle on the side of it. That's the cat's cradle block. So all of these, so we have one other book, a cat's cradle book, and this one is a new one called Catitude XL. And this must use the big one.
Yes, so that entire book of patterns uses just the large ruler. The other one uses blocks. Just the small ruler. But what's really nice too is the ruler itself has all the math in it. So if you don't have a book, your ruler is going to have a QR code where the creative grid designer is going to show you how to use it. Mm-hmm. And then there is already all the math on your ruler. So you can figure out how to make a cap cradle block without following a pattern. You can kind of just do something scrappy and see where it takes you.
Yeah, because you can even make these out of their small blocks too. It would be the same thing. A lot of it is just the way that you're positioning it. And so if you're doing your cat's cradle block along with maybe some solid blocks or some half square triangles, it's pretty cool what you end up making. So yeah, it's a good ruler.
And this is just the lazy angle ruler. We have a book called Lazy and Loving It. It's just another fun one that you can do. Half hexagons, triangles, wedges. You can do a lot with this ruler, but the book itself is really cool. We have gal Becky, who we talked about, you've met a couple times. This is her favorite ruler.
Yep.
It's her go-to for a block swap, her go-to for a quick quilt to get done. So, the lazy angle ruler.
I was thinking it had several blocks in that quilt, but...
And this one is called the Jumbo Lazy Angle. So it was recently just bought from a different company. So my guess is she's going to do a mini at some point. So at the moment, the Jumbo Lazy Angle is the only one available. But I think she renamed it for Jumbo because there's something in the works for later down the road.
Mm-hmm. And then also in there, did you already say, is the friction
pen.
pens. We carry them in, there's a multi-pack or there's blues, red and black is what we carry. And if you don't use these, they iron off. So you can make your mark and then when you're done piecing, whatever, it comes off with the iron. Which can be bad if you were not expecting that, but really good if you wanted that mark to go away. So half square triangles, anything like that, we use that. Oh, well, that was kind of fun. A tiny little, there might be more, I don't know if you saw the picture yesterday morning of the number of boxes back here. There might be more notions somewhere in here.
All right.
But first, it's a great big motor box.
I'm going to go for a motor box. Well, it's nice and bright. Oh, look how cool that is.
Oh.
Look, it's already ready for your jacket. Just quilt that up.
Oh my God.
Out, take that. Piece of warm and natural. Whatever you want as your lining color. Quilt that up and then cut your pieces out of it. Beautiful. Multi-fly.
That's pretty fun. All right. Oh. So I think there's
4 boxes.
So we're going to open all these up, take the plastic off, and then we'll be right back.
Okay, this is flower patches. Super pretty, super fun. We did get pre-cuts. It looks like we got the low cal. So we have half of the collection on 10-yard cuts. So there is a fat quarter packet. There are...
I think more than half because I think there's 31
Yes.
pieces. 31 pieces, and the low-cal, what Moda does is they pick the 20, and then that way we're able to get just 10 yards on a smaller bolt, which is really good because it doesn't take up so much room, and we have a huge amount of it, but bad for you because we will run out quickly of some of these pieces.
Yes.
But
So you do have the option of doing the factor packet, which is going to have everything you see here plus some extra beauties. A 5-inch and 10-inch squares. So again, you're going to have squares of these colors and extras. So super fun. It's beautiful.
it really is beautiful.
2.5-inch strips.
And I think the only thing that we're really missing, there's a few more of the, oh no, we have the dark blue ones.
Yeah, here. I'm going to open this jelly roll. This will give you a little bit better. I think the lime green we don't have as much of.
Yeah.
But you can see how pretty that is.
And then also we have the low-cal, plus we ordered some of the polka dots, which we'll show you. And it looks to me like there is a bunch of the polka dots. So that's probably a lot of what we missed, because there's the lime green polka dots, there's pink polka dots, we got those red, blue, purple, 2 shades of blue, 3 shades of blue.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So that's kind of what no fear of missing out with this. There's a good amount of really cool stuff. It's a gorgeous line. It's just really fun because it's bright, floral, and a little bit whimsical. More than a little bit whimsical. Just really kind of groovy. I really like it. I like the little supportive pieces. And then pan up here for just a minute. So then you'll see some of those key pieces. And then these are those polka dots we were talking about. So the ones that were not included in the low-cal, we went ahead and got 3. And then it looks like there might be a few others. So let's see. I'm going to start with this one. So we got this in 4 different colors, it looks like. And this is just a small little floral just to kind of go with everything. So we've got the pink floral on white. We've got it on this really bright, wonderful lime green. And then we've also got it on this teal, which is really nice. And then we've got on blue, but it is now purple and blue flowers on that dark, rich blue.
Can you tip those up just a smidgen?
Yeah.
There you go. Just to flash us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
really cool.
We're far enough away from the table. It's just
Yeah. Well, it's just nice sometimes to have, just a real small scale, sparse print. And then, of course, the same thing. If you're putting things together, then we have this really dense print, which is really nice. And there's 3 of these. So, love this. Purples and blues on a purple background. These are the same flowers on that's the wind rattling the door.
Yeah.
The same flowers on a white background, and then the same flowers on a pink
This would be a fun
background. 3-yard
collection. Yeah, to use her new panel one. But use it as a focus piece instead of a panel piece.
Yeah. And then now I think we've cleared out, now let's clear out this, and then we'll have room to see some of these big prints. So this is just kind of fun. This makes me think of, what's her name? Right. Nope.
Sue Penn.
Sue Penn. This makes me, absolutely looks like a Sue Penn watercolor.
They would
kind
probably
of thing.
go the right colors.
Yeah. Just these soft little bubbles. So we've got this kind of tealy one, and then we've got a purpley one. Bright colors. Super fun. A lot going on there. I love that. And then now I think we have enough room. Let's show you the borders. Oh.
And it's more of a stripe, not a
stripe.
border.
That's right. Not border. Stripe. Oh, I love this. Love that. Really bright. And this is just on a navy blue background. Or this is the same one on a white background. Isn't it funny that the darker, it just seems brighter? Doesn't it? But it's, of course, the exact same colors.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. I'm just going to keep moving it back here until I have a crash. And then, oh my gosh, look at this one.
And these ones, seriously, get a big old chunk. You probably need
know.
3 yards of this, 3 yards of the lining. Get it quilted with 100% cotton, and then use that as your fabric to make your jacket.
Panel. Yeah. fun. So there's this one. This is the same one on white. Look how it looks so totally different on a white background. I feel like these are two fairly key pieces, so these two will probably sell out quickly. Just fair warning. Gosh, they're just... But gosh, it's kind of hard to choose. They're just all pretty awesome. This one, this is the only one that has bugs.
This would be a really fun one for collage. Because you could have some viney leaf thing going on and...
Butterflies, some whimsical flowers. Beautiful on this nice lime green background. Really nice. And then this one is another kind of whimsical flower that I think is kind of cool. It almost
And is
has...
that still a navy background? It looks dark
It
purple.
is still a navy background, but there's lots of purple on it. But yeah. And this has... this makes me think a little bit of Sue Spargo. Just
And
kind
also
of
has a
fun.
little Robin Pickens feel to it.
Robin Pickens, yeah. And this is the exact same print on white. Just seems like candy. These are candy flowers.
It's pretty.
Love that. Yep. And then, gosh, look
little
at
crazy coat
this.
block.
I know. How cute is that? I just love that. I really like it. All those fun little pieces. And then, of course, these are all of those other, those are the first two pieces that I showed you. You know, so it's just
Cool.
and it kind of all goes together. And then finally, the last three are these large, gosh, I don't know, I think there's some roses and some peonies in here maybe. So there's this one, orange and pink with some teal on a red background. Same flowers on a blue background. And the exact same flowers on a teal background. So it's funny that it's just, they totally look different depending upon what that background color is. And that's it. So it's called Flower Patches. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, we got all of that put away. Okay. There's like 3 boxes of these.
Yes.
This is one of 3.
Oh, patchworky.
Patchworky. That could be anything.
It's pilots.
3 wishes. That's got to be good.
Top Gun memorabilia right there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Planes. We haven't had planes in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. We're going to get the rest of it unboxed, get the plastic off, and we'll show you what we got.
Okay, good news,
Okay.
good news. Yeah, there's a plain one, which was really good, and then there was another
Mixed
one.
into something else.
Super fun. Presto change. We'll show
Not
you
plain
that.
relief.
So cute.
All right, so this one is called First in Flight, 3 wishes. It is just 6 pieces. There is no panel, but I feel like a
You don't
yard
need
of
one.
each, a yard and a half each, you make a really cool throw for a plain lover in your life.
And again, those patterns that we just saw from Donna. You know, choose like a 1 yard piece that you don't want to cut up.
Yeah, and that's just,
And
again,
it would be-
3 1-yard pieces is all you need.
Yeah. So just 1 yard of this. I mean, it's pretty fun. And I think we have some other kind of steampunky stuff that would go with it if you feel like you wanted to add a couple other things. But let's start out with this one. Oh my gosh. That is...
And the red is coming out like it's a cherry red, but it's more
No.
barnyard red.
Yeah. Totally.
Think
barnyard.
antique plains.
Yeah. That's fantastic. That's a really good piece. And so then there's this one, and then I don't know if it makes me think flags, but I'm sure that's not what it is because it's square. I think it's just fun. Just
I
a
love that
good
one.
colorful piece. And then this is all of their accoutrement.
Love it all.
Oh no, look at those
Like the bomber
Jackets and-
jacket.
hats and goggles. Super fun. And then Lisa Vissel, we're thinking of you.
Again, more barnyard red. It's coming through super cherry
Oh, yeah,
red.
no,
It
no.
is not.
No.
It's barn red.
Barn red. Yep. Really
But it's
nice.
cool. I love the blueprinty look.
And this is not directional at all. You kind of go every which And then we've got some compasses. And this is that same green that's on this.
Yeah, the green comes back out gorgeous. I don't know.
Isn't that nice?
That red is the only thing that is coming out the wrong color.
Compasses, and it's on top of like a map. Really nice. And then your control panel.
Oh, your dilly bobs.
Your dealy bobs.
I love all of those.
I know. That's pretty awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Little color. All right, so that's it. Just a tiny little 6-piece, and what's it called, Brianna?
First in flight.
First in flight. So there are no, there is not a panel. There are no pre-cuts to it.
Yep, just those
You
six
just
pieces.
want to get yardage of it. And I'm just going to say, too, if you have somebody that's a pilot in your life or you want this kind of stuff, it is seldom that we get plane or train. Millie asks all the time, too. And we order it when we see it, but it doesn't often come up.
Yeah.
So so it is kind of nice just to have. If you're not sure yet, just get a yard of each so you have a little bit of a smattering.
And then if you're wanting some extra blue or gold, order what you think is correct off the color wall. And then we'll know you want a half yard or whatever. But then put in your notes, say, hey, it's all going to go
Double check.
together. And we can double check the gold is right or whatever. And then we will know. We can either call you if we're unsure, or we can just cut the half yard of the correct one and send it.
Yeah.
And we don't have to call and play phone tag to get a credit card number or anything. So sometimes that's easier. But if you want to hear from us, that's great. Just put a note and we'll call you anyways.
Yes.
All right.
Now I'll show you the other one.
The other half of the box.
Super bright, super fun. 3 wishes. You know,
Adorable.
they do it really well. So these are fun little, it's cats and dogs, and it goes with these 2 panels. So, and what's it called?
It's called Perfectly Playful with 2 R's in the perfectly.
Perfectly Playful. So first, let's look at the panels. Is Tracy still here? Tracy, you have to come and look at this.
Oh, this is
So this is a full yard. So it's 42 by 36. That's so
It's
freaking
so
cute.
cute. I love it. I can't tell which one is my favorite. I think this one is probably my favorite just because look at that expression.
It's pretty cute. Yeah.
He's not going to eat one of those
We
butterflies.
have a
He
cute
just
little
loves them.
stray kitty. He's all black though with beautiful blue eyes. He is super sweet. Or she, I'm not really sure what
Yeah,
it
well,
is.
yeah, no.
But adorable. I love them all.
Fun. And then this backgroundy kind of piece, I'm just going to show you this one next because we'll just do it from this end, is this piece. Yeah. So we did get yardage of this. It's like somebody cleaned their paintbrush on your fabric for you.
And there is a line, so it's not continuous. But what's really nice is you,
fabric.
which you could make it, put a finished border on it and make it really easy.
Super cute.
Cute.
And then we'll just show you a couple others really fast. So then for that one, look at the butterflies, right? Ooh, they're looking really red in the camera again. They're not. They're exactly the same colors as these butterflies that are on here. So there is some orange and some red, but it's almost looking fluorescent from my viewpoint. So maybe Anna fixes that.
And your skeins and balls of yarn.
Of course.
Even if you have a knitter, what a cool bag.
What a cool bag.
You need to do
beautiful.
the Poppins bag. So the mini Poppins is a little too small. Then there's a Poppins, and then there's like the large Poppins. The just Poppins is the perfect size for a knitter or a crocheter. They can get their pattern, their hooks, their needles, or everything in there, and they'll probably be able to zip or close. But really cool.
I have a friend that's all she does is knits and crochets all the time. I feel like I should get that for her right now. Her birthday is
Yes.
until December, but I won't be able to find it then. And then panel number 2. Oh my gosh. I feel like I know her.
Yeah, that little Scotty dog we know.
Yes.
Someone has
Look
her.
at little baby Lizzie. Oh,
Look how thin and trim that puppy
I
is.
know. Okay. A baby Lizzie before all of the begging. Oh my gosh. And I love the size of
It's
it.
a good size panel.
You know, you really could go ahead and take this and then add a little bit of yardage to get it up to the size you need for a panel quilt pattern that you're using. You could turn it into pillows. You could make a little wall hanging.
Yes.
It's adorable.
And then your
Happy.
sashing, which is actually a floral piece. You can't probably quite tell. It looks like little paint splotchy.
Yeah.
I think it was a really good way of using that for color. But like these pups that are sitting in the meadow. So we have the bowl.
And this is it.
represents that meadow and that sashing
Yeah,
piece.
and again, it's looking super bright orange red. I mean, me looking at it here and seeing it in the camera, but it's beautiful. Really, really nice, rich looking. And then a toss.
And then tossed puppies. And some other dogs that were not in your panel. Like there's a terrier, a border collie, another little retriever puppy. Super cute. And again, just a toss, so every which direction. If you need
Really,
to make
really
your little
cute.
sewing buddy something,
Yes.
this is the tag.
All right, so super, super fun.
Okay.
Quite a smattering.
Yeah.
So we've got
Super modern, which is the flower patches. Very modern, fun. You know, right coming
Whimsical
up full
flora.
con. It's pretty good.
yeah.
First in flight, so aviation, if you have a airplane enthusiast in your life. Really fun. At the moment, we don't have anything else that's planes in the store. So,
Yeah.
really good there. And then we're going to do perfectly playful. Is that what it was?
Perfectly playful.
And it's going to have the puppies and the dogs in there,
So cute.
which is super great. So,
So cute.
Yeah.
Super, super cute. And then some new patterns from
Fabric Cafe.
Fabric Cafe from Donna.
So again, if you like any of those patterns, get those. And again, it's 3 1-yard cuts. So if you choose to use, this as your quote unquote panel piece, you just get a yard of it.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And then we'll open
And then-
more on Sunday.
Sunday at 12:30, and don't forget on Friday. So when we arrived, we've had bunch of mail come in that contain placemats and all sorts of mug rugs for McKay Memorial for the assisted living. So we are going to be able to, on Fridays at 10 o'clock, we're doing a separate little opening so you guys can see everybody, little show and tell of what's come in. So
Yes.
Our
Yeah.
first one is in 2 days, 10 a.m. You'll see what we first wave of boxes.
Yes.
that came in.
Yes, for the nursing home. Nonprofit nursing home.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
That's it. All right. Thanks, you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
All right, we're here with Donna from 3 Yard Quilt. You might recognize
yeah.
Fabric Cafe. Yes.
We're
Um,
excited, and I recognize them.
So we were talking in chit chat, and she's got a bunch of new patterns out that focus on panels. So
Yay.
she's going to give us the quick, down and dirty little show and tell about all of the
right.
panels.
Yes. Well, we are so excited to have panels because I know you are going to be so excited to have new patterns.
Yes.
So this is one of the panel patterns that we have here, and you can see this great tiger.
Yes.
And of course, this looks like tiger teeth.
Yes.
So that is one of them, and we have a variety so that you can actually use different size panels. Isn't that great?
Nice.
And they're just so creative and wonderful. And
Yeah.
then right down here is another. So you can see that one
nice.
as well. So
Oh,
that's
I
a
see. So this is
sampling.
the
This is your
panel.
panel.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's a sampling of our patterns. We have 6 all together in individual patterns.
Okay.
So they are available, and the cool thing is you can also use 3 1-yard cuts of fabric,
If you don't.
or one of your yardage would be the panel.
Sure.
So it's
Smart.
just
That's great. Very cool.
Now, are they available now? Can we order them? And
you certainly can.
and so then we'll have them for box
We'll open
opening.
up for a box?
Because everybody's going to go, wait,
Oh,
wait,
wonderful.
what is that? All right, we'll have them there for us for when we
Well,
get
I've
home.
watched your box opening. I knew you both, and it was just so fun to recognize stars.
Oh,
Thank you so
sweet.
much.
Thank you, Donna. All right, we found 2 more. And you guys don't notice the fabric because the fabric is gone. But maybe you look, but yeah, there's another one. So yeah, isn't that a great pattern? And so it's funny because that's all that is just your pattern block. So fantastic.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.